Alright guys, so in this video I want to quickly talk about the cookies that I personally believe that all of you guys should be investing in, especially if you guys are a returning player or a newer player. These cookies are the ones that you want to first invest in and get your hands on. So I've already went over the tier list. That is more of a general thing for you guys, but in this video I'm going to be going over the cookies, exactly why you should, and some of the toppings that you can use for them. So let's get started first with the honorable mention, because this is going to be for all the newer players as well as the returning players especially, and that is going to be out of the two epics. I would personally let you guys know that you guys should be choosing pure vanilla or Hollyberry depending on which one you guys need. So if you guys need a healer, then go with pure vanilla. If you guys don't have a tank and you guys need a tank, then go with Hollyberry. All right, both of them are really good right now, and they are able to be attained free from the Mind of the Ancients event, and you guys are able to actually get a landmark that is going to increase your ancient cookies HP by 20% as well. So make sure to go and do that quickly. First of all, pure vanilla inside of the world exploration, it is mainly going to be a full swift chocolate build here, guys. And then for the arena right now, the one of the best build is going to be 3 swift chocolate, 2 solid almond, or you guys can also go with 5 of the solid almond. However, for Hollyberry, if it is not a special build, majority of the time it is just going to be full on solid almond here, guys. So make sure to go and use Hollyberry as well as pure vanilla for every newer player as well as returning player. Take advantage of the Might of the Ancient. I went over the videos, guys, and I have reviews of these two cookies as well. Dark Cacao is great, but I would say for returning and the newer players, these two cookies are going to be the best. But getting that out of the way, guys, that's the honorable mention because they are ancient cookies. And in this video, I am not going to be including legendaries, ancient, as well as super epics, except for these two, like I said, as an honorable mention. But let's get to it first, guys, and that is going to be back to our favorite cookie, and that is going to be Wildberry Cookie. All right, so Wildberry Cookie is still going to be one of the best tanks inside of the game here, guys, especially as an epic. Going to be providing not only damage resist for every single cookie for 15%, but also going to be able to do extra damage to cookies as well as enemies like bosses who are going to be resistant to knockbacks. All right, so they do have a passive stun as well that you are able to do with their skill punches. And on top of that, because of the fact that BTS is slowly getting out of the meta, Wildberry is also being used inside of the world explorations plus the arena. And for the toppings, mainly Wildberry is going to be using 5 of the solid almond, focusing on damage resist as well as some attack speed in order to punch a bit faster. Next one, guys, is going to be Eclair. This is a cookie that is very special to the Cookie Run Kingdom community, who has pretty much held the meta title for probably the longest consecutive time that we have going on. Eclair has been used inside of the meta for over a year, and right now is probably the only time that Eclair is being used less, because we have so many legendaries as well as ancients just taking over the arena. But still, Eclair within the world exploration as well as just event and bosses, Eclair is going to be the best still for a lot of different players, guys. And I would recommend, if you guys are any newer or returning players, get Eclair from the Mileage shop and start investing in him. All right, so his skill is going to allow you to get 25% weakness debuff, maxing it out at 100% with 4 stacks, allowing your cookies to deal a total of 200% of damage. And on top of that, you do have the shield, and he is able to deal some insane amount of damage, 883.1% of single hit damage to 3 enemies. So if you guys are deciding to use Eclair, make sure to put in Swift Chocolate mainly for the world exploration, and for the arena, you're majority of the time going to be using full solid almond. And the next cookie is also going to be Cotton Cookie, who we pretty much have been seeing constantly alongside Eclair. However, just keep in mind, Cotton is going to be used a lot less now inside of the arena because of the revival of pure vanilla as well as the addition of BTS from the last collaboration. So Cotton won't be used in the arena without the summoner comp until the summoner comp actually returns. But inside of the world exploration as well as the guild boss battles right now, Cotton is still going to be amazing, providing not only stuns but also healing as well as attack increase for any summoned units, as well as some tanking that you're able to do with the sheep herd. So Cotton is going to be something that you probably want to invest in as well and you will majority of the time be using Swift Chocolate for content. And now moving on to two other cookies are going to be mainly for their magic candy, and that is going to include squid ink as well as espresso. Alright, so these two cookies are going to be amazing for you guys inside of the world exploration as well as the arena with espresso. Squid ink of course won't be used as much inside of the arena, but for returning as well as newer players, you still will be able to do a lot of damage within the arena for the lower ranks, so it won't be a bad idea to invest in squid ink. Squid ink right now is used amazingly within events as well as guild boss battle and inside of the world exploration as well for majority of the players. And espresso is also able to do some insane amount of damage with the magic candy, and you are also able to use espresso inside of the arena, taking advantage of the magic candy's damage, which is going to do extra damage to any of the targets immune to stun, where you have BTS who are going to provide stun immunity to their teammates. Then espresso is able to do extra damage with that. And for these two cookies right over here, guys, they are going to be using full on searing raspberry, so that is what you guys want to focus on. And if you guys are looking forward to any of the guild boss battles, then werewolf is going to be someone you want to slowly invest in on the side in order to deal some insane damage for the living abyss. But as of right now, I would say for the arena, not going to be the commonly used tank because of the fact that we have Hollyberry going on. But moving on to the next one is going to be Captain Caviar here, guys. Captain Caviar is still amazing, one of the best boss killers, being able to provide 42% defense reduction to the enemy, and on top of that, he is able to do some insane burst damage. So using searing raspberry as your topping, Captain Caviar is going to be amazing for you guys to pick up for your team. And honestly speaking, now the last cookie for me is going to be Financier, but just keep in mind, I would have to say Financier is mainly going to be focusing on the arena part of the game. Right now, Financier honestly is not going to be the best for the world exploration, just because of the fact that yes, she does provide some extra healing, shield, as well as buff to one cookie, but overall tanking is not going to be as good. And compared to someone like Hollyberry, who is able to give 15% damage resist to all of your allies as well as stun the enemies, Financier is going to be lacking a little bit on that part and will be focusing on the arena. So keep that in mind. Financier is going to be using full on Swift Chocolate mainly for the arena, but if you guys are planning to use her inside of the world exploration, it is going to be full solid almond. And pretty much, guys, those are all the cookies that I would personally recommend you guys to invest in right now, especially for the newer and returning players. They are all going to be available within the mileage shop, where you guys just go to the gacha, and then on the bottom left corner, you'll be able to buy their soul stones. Make sure to unlock them. Don't promote them. It's not going to be worth promoting as of right now with the mileage points. Make sure to use it for treasure tickets if you guys don't have your treasures maxed out first, and then you can use your mileage for promotion in order to get copies of that same cookie in order to start ascending them. But just wanted to quickly go over this with you guys because I know there are a lot of players who might be joining Cookie Run Kingdom or returning right now, and just wanted to give a general idea. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.